Welcome back, friends, to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be checking out a new microphone. Now, if you guys are new to this channel, what we do is a variety of gaming content here on my gaming channels. But I also create music and stuff as well. I think I have links in the description below for that, or I should. If I don't, I'll put them there. So I've been playing music a long time. I kind of have a little bit of an obsession with, you know, collecting microphones. So I have this one here, which is my Shure SM7B. I actually have this one over here, also by Shure, which is more for other kind of applications. This is the SM57. Also very common mic. I have a TLM 102 by Neumann over in that corner. I'm not going to go run and get it right now, but the Neumann TLM 102 is basically a condenser mic. The one I just showed you guys is dynamic, so is this one. The TLM 102 has been one of my favorite microphones to record music with, especially acoustic music and things like that as well. So I may post this on my music channel as well, actually. So if you are watching this, this is probably going to be posted on a couple different channels. So I'm going to be showing you guys a brand new microphone today. So let me grab it here. First off, it's pretty cool because it comes in this like little case. Now, this is a brand that I had actually never heard of, and they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to check out the microphone. Now, I'm going to completely be transparent right at the beginning of this video before we jump into this. I got this microphone absolutely for free. I am not getting paid to make this video. I'm not getting anything else out of this video besides they sent me this microphone. Number two, they actually said that if I don't like the microphone and don't want to make a video on it, I don't have to do that as well. But being someone who kind of likes microphones, I wanted to check it out. I want to see if it was any good. So I'm going to start off by giving you guys a little bit of, I guess, some details on this. It is a large diaphragm studio condenser microphone. So keep that in mind. Made by TechZone Audio Products. So kind of a company that I'd never really heard of up until now. I'm going to give you guys USD prices because I'm in Canada, so Canadian prices are different. In US, it's $200 on Amazon. I'll link it down in the description below. It is an affiliate link, so if you do use that link, basically I get a little bit of, I guess, a kickback, if you will. Same thing, if you ever see Amazon links down in the description below, it's always an affiliate link usually that, you know, I get a little bit of a kickback for. It doesn't cost you guys anything extra, but I just thought I'd be transparent as well on that front as well. So, okay, so a Stellar X2 large diaphragm condenser mic, right? Goes for about $200 on Amazon, and we're going to go through some of the details here. So I'm going to scroll down on the page, and again, you can check out the whole page. I'll have a link down in the description below. Of course, it is an XLR microphone. The material type is apparently alloy steel. If you care about, you know, those kind of details, of course, like any XLR microphone, you're going to need a 48 volt audio interface, you know, with phantom power. I'm using the Presonus Studio 26. That's just the one I've been using. A lot of people like to use like Focusrite, Scarlett, 212 or whatever. But I like the Presonus stuff personally for whatever reason. But go with whatever interface you're comfortable with, and, you know, do your research and whatnot, and whatever fits your budget and all that good stuff. So some of the things they highlight is they say like a highly optimized circuit, hand-tuned capsules, quality control, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Now, of course, there is only one direction that the mic picks up from. It's a cardioid. So it only picks it up from the front, not all around, not on the back, things like that. So we're gonna open it up here. And again, I really like this case. It's really cool. I like it. It's cool. It's a cool little case. I give bonus points for this case, man, honestly. So we just got like a certificate or whatever. Date of test completion. So this was in September of 2020. Cool. Comes with a little pouch, like the little pouch I just showed you that I had for my Shure mic. So that's really cool. I'm gonna just drop that on the floor. Comes with a windscreen. Kind of feels like a cheap windscreen, but I mean, we'll see. Comes with a shock mount. Shock mounts are important for condenser microphones, not as much for dynamic, but shock mount basically, you know, any noise or any kind of vibrations or whatever, it kind of tries to absorb that, basically, I guess is the simplest way I can try to explain that. And then, of course, we have the microphone itself, packed in here. So I'm gonna put this back away. Really cool packaging. So the way this video is gonna work is we're gonna start off with the unboxing, right? I'm gonna show off what it looks like, blah blah blah. Then we're gonna get to the testing. I'm gonna test it out with you know, just kind of like audio commentary like I'm doing right now. I'm gonna test it out with you know, some acoustic instruments like a ukulele, an acoustic guitar, things like that. And we're just gonna give it a little bit of a test. So this is what it looks like. Kind of, I guess if you've ever seen like Audio-Technica AT2020, I guess it kind of has a little bit of a resemblance like that, but not really. So again, only one directional, right? Has a good sturdy mesh here. I mean, very simple microphone, honestly. Let me give you guys a little bit of a close up if it'll focus. So very simple. You can see the capsule in there, Stellar X2, XLR on the bottom. No switches or anything, no power, no nothing. So just very simple kind of microphone. So again, you know, it would go, you would put it into the shock mount, and then you would screw the shock mount onto your stand, and simple, right? Like any microphone. So let me get this set up, and I guess we can begin the testing. So again, the microphone I've been using this whole time is the Shure SM7B with a CLOUDLIFTER. I'll let you know kind of, you know, what I'm doing with this. We're gonna test it with commentary. We're gonna test it with just like raw audio, and then we're also gonna test it with like some very basic kind of post that I like to do, where I like to put a noise suppressor, a very light noise suppressor. Might have to tweak it a little bit more for a condenser microphone as opposed to my typical dynamic microphone, and a little bit of compression and whatnot. But we'll try it raw, and we'll try it with those settings as well. So, all right, let's check it out. Okay, so this is what the microphone sounds like. I put my headphones on because I was trying to adjust some of the sounds and stuff like that. This is what it sounds like when I'm talking directly on it. You know, there's probably gonna be some plosives. Hopefully that's not too annoying. I'll show you guys what it sounds like with my pop filter. So any plosives now, obviously that's what the pop filter is meant for. It's to block out, you know, the plosives, the big puh sounds, right? It's to dampen those, you know, those kind of syllables and whatnot, I guess, if you will. Don't usually use it with my SM7B because you don't really need it. With a condenser mic, it's more needed. I'm going to actually flip it around. I'm going to talk on the back to see how it kind of picks up. So right now I'm talking on the back. I don't know if you guys can really hear that very well, but I'm talking on the back of the microphone, talking directly kind of on the side of the microphone now. And now I'm getting back more to the front of the microphone right here. I'm just going to tap on the stand and see how well the shock mount kind of does. I mean, you're going to hear sounds, obviously. But I'm just going to tap on the stand. So you can hear that. Tap on the mic a little bit. Yeah, again, a shock mount is not meant to eliminate all the sound completely, but it's meant to absorb as much of it as possible. So keep that in mind. Yeah, so I guess this is kind of how the microphone sounds like. This is how it sounds like normally. And we're going to switch over to, I guess, how it sounds with some actual, you know, tweaks. I'll have some, you know, a little bit of compression, a little bit of noise, a noise suppressor on there. But I'm not going to do too much else with it. I'm not going to really play with the EQ or anything like that. So this is what it sounds like raw, and we're going to move over to what it sounds like with, again, very light kind of post-processing, just a little bit of a compressor and a little bit of light noise suppressor. Okay, so this is what it sounds like with, again, a little bit of a compressor. I'm using a Waves compressor and a Waves noise suppressor on this, and I just wanted to kind of see how it sounds like. I'm going to be probably using a preset I made for, you know, my SM7B, but tweaking it a little bit as needed. But again, it's probably going to be very light and whatnot. So again, this is what it sounds like. This is what it you know, you can kind of see what it sounds like with a little bit of post. Again, you know, you could obviously get into, you know, tweaking the EQ and stuff. A lot of people, you know, kind of get into that realm of things as well. But you know, I just wanted to show you guys what a little bit of light kind of work can do, and to kind of, you know, shape the tone. Of course, if you're not aware, EQ can change basically the frequencies. So for example, if it sounds too kind of pitchy, sounds too high, you know, kind of high on the high, you know, scale of things. I'm trying to explain it in a way that anyone can understand. Then you know, you can lower, you can tweak the frequencies up in the high range. You know, a high cut or a low pass basically is what that would be called. And same thing with the low end. You know, if there's too much boominess, you know, you want to kind of eliminate some of that. Then in EQ, you can, you know, kind of shape it like that. And then there's so much more you can do with EQ. That's just kind of giving you guys a very, very, very simplistic, basic, you know, kind of idea of what it is to EQ. And I'm not a pro by it at any means, but I'm just explaining what you could do. Again, I'm not going to bother with the EQ on this, but with any microphone, you know, you can shape the EQ in various ways. Every microphone takes to EQ differently. Some take it very well, some take it not as well. So keep that in mind. But again, I want to show you guys kind of light processing on the mic, and we're gonna move on, I guess, to a couple other tests, maybe some acoustic guitar, maybe some ukulele and stuff like that. Let me move the SM7B out of the way here because I just realized it was still kind of sitting there. And yeah, so let's check it out with some maybe acoustic kind of instruments, if you will. Okay, so first off, got a little ukulele. I love this ukulele, it's so great. But this is what it sounds like. Kind of, let's put it on a little bit of an off axis. You don't want to go directly towards the hole. Okay, so now we got the acoustic guitar. I'm still bent over to make sure you guys can hear me. I got it aimed about around the 12th to 14th frets where I like to kind of have it. Keep in mind, I haven't changed my strings in a bit. I have a bad habit of not changing my strings unless I'm about to record something. So they're a little bit dull. So, what do you guys think? Let me know. There's a little kind of doodling on the acoustic guitar and on the ukulele. One thing I forgot earlier in this video is the windscreen. So I'm going to show you guys what it sounds like with and without. So this is what it sounds like without, and we're going to slip it on. Okay, this is what it sounds like with the windscreen. So you guys can kind of hear what it sounds like without, and now you can hear what it sounds like with the windscreen as well. Now, I don't know. It's up to you what you guys think about this. Is it worth the price? Some things to keep in mind, obviously, as it does run for, what did I say, was $200 USD. There is the Elgato Wave 3, which I hear a lot of people, say good things about, which goes for 150-ish, 160. Have not yet tried the Elgato Wave 3, so I can't speak on that one firsthand. If by any chance Elgato wants to send me one to test out, I would be more than happy to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've heard a lot of people talk about it, so that's kind of maybe a cheaper alternative that has more features. I don't know, again, how that compares to this one. Obviously, I like using the Shure SM7B. It's a dynamic microphone. It's more of kind of like a radio quality microphone, if you will, being a dynamic microphone. I'm not too crazy about using condenser microphones for the purpose of commentary anyways, but the good thing about condenser microphones is, of course, sorry for the random cut there. I for some reason thought maybe that I hadn't turned back on the phantom power on my Presonus interface. But yeah, anyway, so what I was saying is, the good thing, of course, of condenser microphones is they do have their applications and uses, and every microphone is different, obviously, right? So even though I have like my Neumann TLM 102, which I usually use for condenser mic purposes, they all have a different sound, of course. The question is, does this have a sound that you guys like, that you'd want to use it for, whether it's commentary or music or whatever else? That's up to you to decide. Okay, so after listening back to it, I'm kind of torn, to be honest with you guys. There's certain things where I'm like, okay, this sounds solid, this sounds pretty decent, but other times I'm like, there's kind of like this, some parts where I feel like it sounds a little weak, or maybe a little bit too bitey for my taste. Again, I'm not a professional as far as, EQing goes, or mixing or mastering or whatever else. But my guess would be, it might be in the 4K range if you were to EQ it. And again, you can shape some of those frequencies a little bit and play with them, with EQ. That said, ultimately it's kind of a question of how does it sound to your guys' ears, right? Because it doesn't matter, whether something costs like thousands of dollars or just a couple $100s, right? You see people using gear that are on the cheaper end because they think it sounds great, whether it's, producers, mixers, musicians, whoever else, right? It's whatever sounds good to you. And of course, you can manipulate the sound a little bit with post, doing things, like I said, like EQing, for example. So you can shape it in that regard as well, if you know how to do that. And there's, a billion tutorials out there for that, if you do want to kind of dig more deeper into that. But the big question is, how does it compete with the other competitors in its price range? Because we got, like I said, the Elgato Wave 3, which I've heard a lot of great things about. Haven't got hands-on with it myself, so I don't want to, make too much of a definitive statement, but it has a lot of features built in, which this one is just kind of a basic microphone. Then we have things like the Audio-Technica AT2020, which again, I haven't really played around with that one too much either, but from my recollection of hearing other, people to kind of test it out, I think it kind of sits close to this one, but again, that's the beauty of the internet, right? I'm showing you guys this microphone, then you can go and listen to comparisons of, other microphones if you want to see how it compares to other microphones in its price range. Is it a competitor in that range? I think it's definitely an option to consider, for sure. It's just a matter of, is it the best option in that price range, right? Again, I think it's definitely a solid microphone for what it is. Is it the best in its price range? Maybe not. Again, listen to your own ears. Your ears are your best judge for this. Your ears are your best friend when kind of trying to decipher, and decide, what is the best microphone to go for. Again, if I had more experience and more hands-on with, like, say, the Elgato Wave 3, for example, I might be able to give you more of a definitive answer on how, which would be the better kind of one to go with. But the main thing I wanted to do in this video is show you guys what this microphone is, what the price range is, give you some of the basics, show you guys, you know, a couple examples of its application with commentary and with, you know, some acoustic instruments, things like that as well. So you tell me what you think in the comments below. If for some reason you do want to purchase it, I will have an Amazon link down in the description below, which will be an affiliate link, so I'll get a little bit of a kickback from that. But again, that's only if you decide that, you know, you like how it sounds. If you don't like how it sounds, then obviously, you know, look for something else, because you don't want to be unsatisfied with whatever you choose, right? You're spending your money on something. You know, if you do go with this microphone, make sure that you are 100% you know, satisfied with how it sounds and all that stuff. So again, I don't like telling people what to necessarily buy unless I'm 100% confident in it. Like I said, if I was talking about the Shure SM7B, I would be 100% on board. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that is a must-have if you're doing commentary and things like that, or even a lot of different kinds of music application. But it's also good to have a condenser microphone in your arsenal as well. So I don't know. Sorry if that wasn't super definitive. Like I said, the main purpose of this was to show off what this microphone is. It's kind of a new, well, at least to me, a new brand that I'd never heard of, a new company. I'm not exactly sure how long they've been around, but from my understanding, I think they're based in Southern California, if I recall correctly. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Again, I don't get anything out of this video. I just want to show you guys a new microphone because I like microphones, and you know, for the price range, $200. I thought maybe you'd be interested in hearing about a new microphone in that price range. So a huge thanks to the folks over at TechZone for sending me this microphone. Like I said, I wasn't obligated to make this video. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting anything. I got a free microphone out of it, and that's basically it, and I do appreciate that. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Again, if you're watching this on my gaming channel, we do a variety of gaming content here on these channels. I have two gaming channels, youtube.com/JSkeleton, and then a Nintendo channel, which is JSkeleton's Nintendo World. If you're watching this on my music channel, then, well, yeah, I have gaming channels. So whether you're watching this on the gaming or the music, and you're interested in the other content that I post out there, I also have a podcast called JSkeleton Rants. All that's linked in the description below. Recently released an EP called My Nightmare under the name of 7 Minutes After. It's available on all platforms, so Spotify and Amazon Music and Google Music and YouTube, and it's pretty much everywhere, iTunes, whatever, wherever else you can think of. So thanks for tuning in. Again, you know, this is kind of a little bit of a one-off kind of video from what I normally do, whether it's on my gaming channel or music channel. My music channel, I normally, sometimes I do videos like this, but normally actually play the music. And on my gaming channels, I usually just, you know, play games, and sometimes, you know, sometimes I'll talk about products, you know, open new products and discuss them or whatever else. So, yeah, stay safe, stay well. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on this microphone down in the comments below. And again, huge thanks to TechZone for sending me it for free to check out, because I'm a microphone nerd. And if any other companies out there listening and you want me to check out any products, especially microphones, I like microphones, or it could be anything, you can reach out to me. My business email is readily available, and please, only for business. Do not email that email if it's not for business only. So for everything else, you can get in contact with me in the comment section below of these videos, on Twitter, JSkeleton92, or you know, wherever else. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Another one. Tell them, friends. Game on, rock on, wherever, depending where you're watching this. If it's music, it's rock on, I guess. Rock on, man. Rock on. I don't know. I'm out. Later.